Hey there, Ridgely here with a Groove Growth inspiration for you, sponsored by Groove Digital, the online platform to make your online dreams come true. And this one is titled Portrait of a Black Man. The man stepped into the square with his wares on his back. He began to set up shop, as he did every day except Sunday, a day reserved for his God. "Morning," he responded when greeted. He went about his business deliberately, methodically, and with a pride seldom seen in black men in the early 1930s. He carried his chin high, looked others straight in the eyes, and stood his ground. He seemed cut from a different cloth. He remembered his father's behest before he died. "Don't you fear no man," Pappy said. "Do your job, keep your respect, and kneel only to face the Lord." Pappy made him promise. He vowed to make good. The sun beat through the soupy air of a southern summer scorcher. No relief today, he thought, as he pulled his handkerchief from his pocket and wiped the sweat from his brow. "Tough to sell much," he grimaced and glanced upward. "Don't you say nothing, Pappy. I ain't going no place." He often spoke to Pappy, ever since his passing, and he missed him more than he wanted to admit. He knew how others stared at him, talked about his uppity ways, called him names. He didn't care. "Everybody puts on their trousers one leg at a time," he told himself. "Ain't nobody better than anybody else." A Model A came sputtering around the circle, belching smoke and interrupting the stillness of natural sounds. He raised his gaze, as did everyone else, in time to see the driver carelessly splatter dirty water from a puddle on one of his colleagues. He stepped onto the street. "He'll have to hit me before mud touches my stand." Defiant, he anchored his feet. The driver swerved, yelled something unintelligible above the noise, rolled on without stopping. The man turned to his station. The fury in his bowels dipped to a manageable level. "I know, Pappy," he uttered. "Don't you start with me." He had it coming. Centuries of oppression weighed on his souls, the beatings, the whippings, the stories, the hatred. He forced the wave of despair from his body. The tears that would not come chiseled a steely resolve into his face. "Not me, Pappy, not me." Inside, he built his core, brick by brick, one swallowed comment followed by an exertion of his manhood, a delicate balance that kept him on the edge. "I will honor you, Pappy," he declared. "You know I will." So this was inspired by a painting housed at Roger H. Ogden Museum of Southern Art in New Orleans. The painting is titled Portrait of a Negro, painted in the 1930s, and it leaps off the canvas and into one's soul with a haunting dignity extraordinarily rare for that oppressed era. And I thought it was worth writing about. So I did. Moved me quite a bit, as you can see. And that oppression that was going on back then is still out there today. I'm hoping that maybe us, that would be you and me, can do whatever we can to put an end to it. So I encourage you, in your way, whatever that looks like, to open up to the dignity of every human being, and let's see if we can foster a little bit more of that in our everyday lives. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon on another Groove Growth inspiration. Ciao for now.